there's this great debate going on, exemplified among others by Richard Posner and Bruce Ackerman, but lots of other people. And the debate is between the camp that says you really should never restrict civil liberties unless it's absolutely necessary, unless our survival is at stake. And the camp that says, well, no, you've got to be more responsive to circumstances than that. And you've got to recognize that if there are exigent circumstances, then we'll accept things we wouldn't otherwise accept. And that's the nature of the beast. And there's nothing wrong with that. In practice, that quickly becomes a debate about just how exigent are the current circumstances. I mean, let's be clear. After the attacks of 9/11, there was really very little possibility of the United States surrendering to Al-Qaeda. That was not a likely outcome. There was really very little chance of the Taliban taking over the United States of America. That really wasn't going to happen. And for some people, that's an important point. For some people, that says this isn't quite like the American Civil War or the British invasion in 1812, or even the American role in World War II. On the other hand, 9/11 certainly made it very clear that we are vulnerable to and the target of violent, disruptive, destructive attacks. And that's certainly clear. So part of the debate ends up being kind of a factual debate about just how great is the danger that faces us and what works, a kind of pragmatic debate of what's effective. But a lot of the debate goes back much further. I'm reminded of the first free speech cases in the period around World War I, and the idea of the clear and present danger test. And then the big debate was between one side that said, well, there were more than two sides, but one side that said, if there's a clear and present danger, that speech will lead to a bad consequence, that justifies punishing it. And the other side, led by people like Holmes and Brandeis, said, no, no, you can only punish speech if the speech is an imminent threat, is itself dangerous. And Holmes used a famous analogy, shouting fire in a crowded theater. Well, in a way, that's what this whole debate is about. In one sense, everyone involved in these debates agrees that in the face of sufficient danger, we should be willing to accept some limitations on civil liberties. The question is how much danger and how much limitation.